family. But before moving to that, I would request, as she is, I have when I joined lab, she was a member of. She was my senior, a very loving, doting senior. I would request our coordinator, our professor in charge, Mishra sir, to say a few about Sanchita ma'am, and then we will proceed for the webinar. Sir.
Okay. Thank you, Jayashree. In fact, Sanchita, I think it was 3 years ago. She was there. All right. You
Yes, sir.
joined ARS which year?
I joined 2020 batch.
2020 batch. And before that, you were almost associated with us only, so about 18, 19 that. So she was, in fact, she was also our MTech student, and then she did PhD with me. In fact, Sanchita, she has been one of the very, very serious students, I should say, serious and intelligent scholars, like what they generally not to be, otherwise there no nonsense work. She has always been devoted fully to her work, right? And she will, what I could observe her, that अगर कोई भी चीज थोड़ा सा इधर उधर उसकी इच्छा के अनुरूप नहीं हो रहा है, तो उसको she will not, so she will put everyone to task. See, that is a very good quality, that and well organized worker, and it is her this ability which has brought to her this level in such a, she in fact qualified areas written as well as then interview, and she was lucky that earlier she did, I think, in Hyderabad, her the training
Yes,
was there, and then she got her home state as well, home city rather. So I hope, along with her doing this academics, she is also enjoying staying in her
yes,
city,
yes,
in her place.
yes.
So yes, now let's listen to Sanchita. Jayashree, you can do the ritual, and then
Thank you so much, Jayashree, and thank you so much, Mishra sir. It's a beyond my pleasure. It's a blessing to be in your lab, to be under your guidance, and wherever we have reached today is all because of your blessing and guidance, sir. Otherwise, we could not have achieved so far.
नहीं नहीं, इट इज ऑल, तो ये सब तुम लोगों की अपनी मेहनत है, ठीक है। हम लोग थोड़ा एक रास्ता दिखाते हैं, हम तो कहते हैं ना कि वी कैन टेक द हार्स टू द पॉन्ड बट वी कैन नॉट फोर्स द हार्स टू ड्रिंक द वाटर। तो पानी तो घोड़े को ही पीना पड़ता है। तो हम लोग तो खाली रास्ता दिखाने वाले हैं, और उस पर कितना सिंसियरिटी से कौन चल गया वो उसका है। सो इट इज ऑल योर ओन इंडिविजुअल एफर्ट।
Sir, I have joined ICR, and after joining here, I have seen this the confidence which IIT guys have for research is lacking in other candidates. Everyone qualify ARS, but the intent and the confidence for research and writing research paper publication which we IITians have, it is unparalleled. They even come to us, how you do so much in IIT, हाथ पकड़ के सिखाते होंगे ना, आप सबका ट्रेनिंग मिलता होगा। हम तो बोलते हैं हाँ हाँ, आप लोग आए नहीं, क्या करेंगे ना, IIT आना था। इवन द सीनियर मोस्ट प्रोफेसर्स आल्सो से, अरे आपको एसपीएस एसएस पता है, ये पता है, वो पता है, सब सीख के आए हैं। हम बोले क्या करेंगे, सब कुछ सीख के आए
सीखना
हैं,
पड़ता है।
सीखना पड़ता है। एंड दे आर लाइक सो मच, हम लोगों के साथ काम करके हम लोगों को भी सिखा दीजिए ये वो। तो वी फील वेरी मच ब्लेस्ड, लाइक we are so well trained that we do our work so nicely. We are so much appreciated in wherever we go.
That's it, that's it.
So I
जयश्री,
will,
यस हाँ, नहीं जयश्री अभी थोड़ा सा और बाकी है थोड़ा।
अच्छा,
हाँ, जयश्री यू आर म्यूटेड।
So coming on to the introduction, as I have already mentioned, Dr. Sanchita Vishwas Murmu is working as ARS scientist in Mechanical Processing Division of ICRNet. She have done her PhD and MTech from IIT Kharagpur. She have done her PhD under Professor Mishra, and from at 2018 she completed her PhD, and she has published 6 peer-reviewed journals, as well as she have participated in many international and national conferences, and she has been awarded MHRD fellowship for MTech and PhD. Now we are really overwhelmed for and eagerly waiting to listen to Sanchita ma'am. Sanchita ma'am, over to you. You can start
Thank
your
you so much, Jayesh.
presentation.
Okay, so most probably all the listeners are from food background. So I will initially talk about my work which I did during my PhD, and then I will give very brief idea about how we work on fiber and how we are planning to use fiber for food packaging. Is my screen visible? My screen is visible?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. You just put in presentation mode.
Okay. So,
It's visible, ma'am.
welcome everyone. To my presentation, I am presenting on the topic opportunities of natural fiber as environment-friendly food packaging material. So, we will talk about natural fiber, etc. later. But how I am into the field of this food packaging material is because of my PhD work. The PhD work thesis topic was shelf life extension of banana and guava fruits using active packaging and modified atmosphere storage. These two technologies I had studied thoroughly on guava and banana fruit during my PhD. So output from the PhD work was two technologies for shelf life extension of banana and guava. One technology was modified atmosphere packaging with ethylene and moisture scavenger, and the second one was edible coating technology on the fruit surface. And there were 6 publication, 2 book chapters, and some presentation in some national and international conferences. So very briefly, I will not give very much details like synopsis or defense seminar. Very briefly, I will say how I entered into the topic and how I selected the things. So initially, I did a literature review, like ripened. When a fruit is ripened, some part is acceptable, color, texture is acceptable, aroma is acceptable. But what is not acceptable is the deteriorative changes which occur few days after the harvest, like excessive softening, and they occur due to certain these enzymes, which I have mentioned in my own review paper with Mishra sir. I had published I have listed some of the major reasons for these unacceptable changes. One was softening, another was senescent spotting, like development of this black scar on the fruit surface. This make the fruit unacceptable to the customer. And also off-order development. No one will accept a fruit which has a off-order. And these are the enzymes which are responsible for this kind of off-order development. So, after then in the review paper I had shown in which path the enzyme work and what do they produce step by step. I am not discussing or teaching here, it is a very elaborative like theory. So after that there were some I had proposed some of the solution, like control atmosphere storage and modified atmosphere storage. I had listed in my paper what are the technologies for banana and guava fruit post harvest treatment regarding control and modified atmosphere storage and the shelf life obtained. I had received 49 days maximum shelf life already reported in the literature, and those authors said package had propylene film, some had used polyethylene film of 110 micron thickness, some had used polyvinyl chloride film. So based on these input ideas, I had selected my input variables which I had used for my PhD work. Second was edible coating on the fruit. Similarly, just like I had shown for modified atmosphere packaging, similar review I had done on edible coating technology and the resulting shelf life. I have obtained 64 days shelf life was obtained for banana in a plant extract. They had used, the authors had used a plant extract and obtained 64 days shelf life. Similarly, sorry. Another treatment is 1-methyl cyclopropane treatment. It was also applied on the banana and guava, and 100-day shelf life were obtained. And some authors had reported several miscellaneous treatment like dipping in various ice water and then dipping in malic acid, dipping in LP 500 milligram per liter solution, etc. So based on all these reviews, etc., we had come to a conclusion like the literature review we concluded that accumulation of the reactive oxygen species were and enzymatic oxidation of polyphenols were the two major mechanisms degrading banana and guava, and as a remedy we propose that modified atmosphere packaging, control atmosphere storage and edible coating can help to delay the development of the post-harvest disorder in the fruit and may extend their shelf life. So our work started with the first objective was to study at the 3 temperature and 3 relative humidity. We studied the rate of water evaporation from the fruits, rate of oxygen consumption, carbon dioxide evaluation of the fruits. Data and all you will get in the paper, whoever is interested. And based on this data, we had moved to objective 2. From the literature, as I have said, I had collected name of some commonly used packaging material. I had also taken the packaging film, varied some of the thickness which were commonly available, and studied the water vapor transmission rate, oxygen and carbon dioxide transmission rate through these packages, and the quality of product after storage in this package at 3 temperature. And based on the findings, I had chosen one packet from the 6 available option. After that, the third objective was to develop a map system. Like a package is selected, then my job was to select the moisture absorber, because inside the package this fruit will produce some water, and if they don't come out of the package they will be accumulated and cause degradation of the fruit. So some moisture absorber need to be placed inside, as well as ethylene scrubber also will absorb the excess ethylene, and they will delay the ripening of the fruit. So in the third objective, we have optimized the mass of moisture scrubber and ethylene scrubber to be placed inside the package so that maximum shelf life is obtained. So this is one slide from my PhD work. Like I have stored the fruits from several treatment, 20 experiment come if we use a CCRD experimental plan. And after 30 days of storage, these are the pictures from different treatments. And this does not help us to conclude. So we have to keep it outside. From 10 degrees Celsius, we took it out. After 30 days, we kept 2 days at ambient temperature of 30 degrees Celsius, and the color started getting bad in some of the treatment. But in one treatment, the color was acceptable and all the fruits were in very good condition. So based on this observation, we could conclude that significantly higher L value means very bright appearance, and very low redness means no chilling injury appearance, and very ripened fruit, no hard fruit due to storage at 10 degrees Celsius. Yes, so such no ripening problem was there, and chilling injury score was low, and 95% of the guava were acceptable. So based on that, we had optimized our active packaging treatment, and we have published the data. In the objective 4, we had to develop a edible coating. Based on literature, we had selected 3 ingredients: Arabic gum, sodium caseinate, and tulsi extract. And from the developed coating material, we had to study the oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water vapor transmission rate of the coating material. We have studied that and we had found out a optimum uh, coating material. Then in the objective 5, we had to add some cinnamon oil and lemongrass oil so that shelf life is further improved. And for guava, in my work, I have obtained a 44 days shelf life at 30 degrees, at 10 degrees Celsius plus 7 day outside. And for banana, it was 64 days. So very good shelf life we had obtained using these technologies. This was all about PhD and I had completed and submitted it in July 2017. In 2020, I joined ICAR. 2020 January, I had joined ICAR. It was 110th batch of the foundation course for agricultural research service. And this CM of the Telangana state, Srimati Tamil Sai Madam had inaugurated our session. This is the batch of 10 selected candidates in agriculture structure processing. They are all structure process engineers. After that, I joined ICA Ninfet and my journey in ICA Ninfet started. The mandate of ICA Ninfet is basic and strategic research on processing all natural fiber and residues, development of new products and quality improvement, as well as capacity building and entrepreneurship development. Initially, it is a very old institute. In 1938, it was established and it had a long journey. In 2019, its name was changed to National Institute of Natural Fiber Engineering and Technology. Earlier, its mandate was to work on only jute and allied fiber. But in 2009, its mandate was widely opened and all kind of natural fiber except cotton was included in its mandate. And now this term fiber is very new to anyone who has worked with food for so long and so deeply during PhD. So I had to study a lot to understand what is this fiber. There were a lot of study materials which I had to go through. I will not explain everything. Very in light mode, I will just say fibers can be obtained naturally and from synthetic sources. I also didn't know. After coming here, I have learned all this. So from natural sources, it comes from the plants or animal. From animal like wool, silk, etc. come from animal. And from natural sources, they are bast fiber like stem fiber. Bast refers to the stem fiber. Like jute is a bast fiber. Their fibers may be from leaf, like sisal and banana. They may be from seed. They may come from seed like kappa, cotton, and from fruit like coir, oil, etc. So when we hear the term jute fiber, as a structure process engineer, we have to get the thing in means from our point of view, how we will make it, how can we utilize it. This is a jute plant. From this stem, these fibers are obtained, and when we study the in depth of the fiber, they are nothing but they contain cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, lignin, etc. And these terms are familiar to anybody. So gradually, I also become familiarized with the fibers because they are composed of all those basic material which I had studied during my PhD. So now jute, how can we use it in packaging? Jute is one of the oldest or traditional packaging material because it is strong and it is durable, has ventilating and absorbing properties. The structure of the fabric of jute bag prevent damage to the packed product. Jute bags are still frequently used today due to its excellent qualities. Now, beyond these good qualities, Government of India had mandated 100% of the food grains and 20% of the sugar be packed in diversified jute bags via its recent notification of October 2020. But jute has not only advantages, it also has certain disadvantages when used in the packaging. Like jute fabric has inherent characteristic of fiber shading. This fiber come inside this stored commodity that is undesirable. This make difficult and inconvenient to handle. Due to high hemicellulose content, jute fabric are highly hygroscopic in nature, which is undesirable for packaging application. When jute fabric comes in intimate contact with moisture, it loses its property quite rapidly and degrades completely within 2 to 3 months. So these are some highlighted disadvantages which ICAR Ninfet is working tirelessly, like application of certain kind of resins or gums on the bag so that its fiber shading property is reduced, but at the same time cost cannot go high, lot of balance need to be striked out. So such works are carried out by ICAR Ninfet so that jute bags can again be gloriously used for packaging. Other than jute, what are the other fiber? There are many other fiber which I have learned. First, I will talk about pineapple leaf rami fiber. Okay, rami fiber is also a stem fiber from the rami plant. After it contains lot of gummy material. After proper extraction and processing, such kind of fiber are obtained. Next is coconut fiber. This is also very much like popular. Everyone knows about coconut fiber, and after proper processing of the coconut fiber, this kind of packaging boxes are available or produced. This coconut fiber has diversified application. Like this coconut fiber is also used as a reinforcement inside concrete, for some part of the RCC, like the steel reinforcement can be replaced partially by using not only coconut fiber, various other natural fiber. I have shown just a representative picture, like it has so much diversified application. Other uses of coconut fiber are like sealing of the river banks. These are geotextile application. With bank without geotextile degrades, but when this coconut fiber mat are placed, it encourages growth of the grasses, etc., and they act as a erosion control mechanism and encourages the growth of the grass and which holds the soil and prevent soil erosion. Other than that, mulch discs, etc., are also produced from coconut fiber, which can replace the synthetic plastic mulch as they rises the temperature of the soil and sometimes are detrimental to the roots and plant. These fibers can be used as mulch material. Coir peat bricks has excellent insulation property in places of severe cold. This kind of float tiles can be used and it gives huge comfort. Another kind of natural fiber is pineapple, this ananas. Ananas, this is a leaf fiber. Inside the leaf of this pineapple, there are fine fibers, and it has to be extracted. So, one of our process scientists, he is very senior scientist, Dr. L.K. Nayak sir in ICAR Ninfet Institute. He had worked on the extraction development of extraction machinery and has shown that for manual extraction, lot of time and labor involvement is required and very less output is obtained when manually extracted this kind of pineapple fiber, but the developed machinery had accelerated the process of extraction. Next is the banana stem fiber. From the banana pseudo stem also there are fibers which can have very good potential not only from textile like cloth development but also from packaging. This extraction procedure are also very much tedious and time consuming, but the developed extractor at ICAR Ninfet have mechanized the extraction procedure and have helped in easy extraction of banana stem fiber. Next, this is a sisal plant and the leaves give fiber. Sisal, ICN INFET has also developed a sisal extractor, and the sisal fiber are found to have a very good application in packaging, and they have the potential to replace expandable polystyrene as packaging material, especially under large compression load conditions. There is also a flax or the lean sheet plant. From these stems fibers are obtained, and ICN Infet has also developed this flax extractor for easy extraction of fiber. These are all developed by the structure process engineers for like extraction, post harvest extraction of the fibers. After the fibers are extracted, just like food technologists use the Instron. Similarly, Instron with some modification is used for testing the fiber. It is clamped between two clamps, and this kind of graph is obtained. Initially, the fiber will show elongation property within Hooke's law. After up to a certain point, it will yield, means it will break. So this data are very important in deciding what will be the end application of any particular fiber. These are some of the like graphs obtained for fiber, and they give us idea what will be the end application of the fiber. ICN Infet has worked on application of the fiber biomass also, like jute sticks, etc. And such handmade papers are produced. Such papers are mainly made into bags or trays, but this also can be used as packaging boxes, for mushrooms or strawberries. This kind of handmade paper can also have such application. Again, this is a matrix is like fiber or filament is used inside a matrix, and that cause a composite, reinforced composite. This fiber can act as a reinforcement in a matrix, and it help in development of very good composite. This picture shown here are such composite developed from natural fiber like jute stick or whole jute plant. This kind of developed tiles have various end uses. Like this one was used for false ceiling application, but this kind of natural fiber based tiles can also be developed into crates, fruit transportation crates, which are under present study in ICN Infet. So thank you. Very briefly, I have given some idea about the works which are going on in ICN Infet and works which I did earlier. Now I will invite Jayashree to, if anyone has something to ask.
Any query, any questions, you can. It is now, floor is open for discussion.
You can also have my mail
It's a
ID.
wonderful.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Sanchita Vishwa, this is Sukumar Devna from CSIR CFTR myself. It's wonderful work, madam. I should congratulate you and
thank you, sir. Thank you.
That there are fibers can also be used.
Okay.
So, whatever different types of fibers you use, can you tell that one or fibers which you make use of daily life for the preparation? Something
yes,
like that?
I didn't get your question, sir. Many fibers are used in daily life for various applications. What
you have used different types of fibers and all this, like pineapple fibers and some coconut fibers and some of the things.
Yes.
So, can you tell me one or two fibers which can be made useful for our daily life for preparation of the foods, preparation of traditional foods or any kind of foods?
Okay, sir. Like jute leaf is now explored for its antioxidant properties. For already it is consumed as a leafy vegetable. Other than that, jute leaf-based herbal drinks are also under study in our institute. Jute leaf-based soup and biscuit and snacks material, because they are excellent source of fiber, antioxidant, etc., are also under study. Even jute leaf based cream for application as a cosmetic material, it has excellent sun protection property. Such diversified application are under study in ICA and INFED, sir. When they are commercialized, it will be, this technology will be for mass application.
Okay, thank you. If any food applications of banana leaves, banana fibers, leaf fiber, or
Sir,
pineapple
food
leaves fiber?
application, fiber is not used for food application. Food like plates are made from banana leaf fiber
Oh,
and banana
okay,
fiber, and such plates can also be used for packaging, for
okay.
mushroom, for strawberries and other high value products. And
Mhm.
banana stem, from that extracts are taken out, and those are used as coloring material, coloring material from
Yeah,
natural sources.
sure.
So it has wide range of applications, sir. The
Okay,
polyphenols are very good color source of colorant.
In
right.
fact,
Thank you.
Sachita, in
Yes,
fact,
sir.
it would be little better if you can little add little bit more and tell the people,
Mhm.
suppose the various fibers which you have told.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So if
Yeah,
this fiber, I want to use it as a dietary fiber,
yeah,
Okay.
right.
right?
Okay.
Then
Exactly.
the food formulation, etc., to add bulk to the diet. So
Okay.
how
Yeah.
I should go to process, or how it can be this fiber, banana fibers, etc., can they be converted into a suitable dietary fiber? And the second thing
No,
is that
no, sir. These
Yeah.
fiber are for external application, not for consumption. But some part of the plant may be consumed, but which I have shown are not for food application. These are for
they are
like,
mostly okay. So now
Yeah.
suppose we okay, the next is the making either clothing or protective material, like in the food we are concerned about the food packaging material.
yes, sir.
So how
Mhm.
these fibers are then further processed
Okay,
and
sir.
Mhm.
converted into different types of maybe material, which is use that lightweight material, bulk material, that
Okay, sir.
porosity,
I
another
will
Mhm.
aspect.
I will just tell, sir, these fibers are first chopped down into small pieces and then pulped, and then paper board is made, just similar to new means paper making process. Such
Hmm.
Yeah.
paper boards are then shaped and with mold for various plates development. So with proper engineering of such thickness
हाँ, वो
and
थोड़ा सा बताने से अच्छा रहता, क्योंकि इवन अभी देख रहे हैं अभी जूट का, तो हम
yes,
लोग
sir.
यहाँ कलकत्ता में जाते हैं सम टाइम, इवन जूट इत्यादि का साड़ी और इवन शर्ट का कपड़े आते हैं, इट इज
Yes, sir.
वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू डिस्टिंग्विश इट इज फ्रॉम जूट और इट इज फ्रॉम द नेचुरल कॉटन.
Yeah.
Uh,
So यहाँ
Right.
तक रिफाइनमेंट हुआ है टेक्नोलॉजी का,
yes,
एटलीस्ट
sir.
इन द जूट.
Mhm.
So some other that तुम्हारा जो फाइबरस मटेरियल्स है उनका, और वो थोड़ा अगर इन डेप्थ प्रोसेस के बारे में थोड़ा सा बताने पर कैसे इतना बढ़िया बताते हैं, बनाते हैं, that
Okay, 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 sir.
Yeah.
So I can give some input today in my slides. I didn't involve those process because I thought maybe those are complicated, like for food person. For me, it took a lot of time to understand fiber after
yes,
coming
yes,
from
yes.
a food background. So
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
excess details may be monotonous, so I can make slides and give to the committee, I means Mishra sir, those who are interested, either may
Yeah,
mail.
definitely. Definitely. We'll be
Sir,
interested actually. Yeah,
people
definitely.
will be interested to the मतलब how these fibers can be reoriented, can be processed to make it suitable packaging material,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is a need of the hour to have an
Yes
environment
sir,
friendly
yes sir.
packaging
Exactly.
material, and to replace the polythene and PET and all those things.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So such like pilot plants are already in our institute.
And in this, what are the, maybe jute is one, and what are the other potential materials which can be used and converted
Like
into
jute
this?
stick, which is a waste material, which is usually burned for fuel. Such jute sticks are also used for development of this kind of paper board, and from that packaging boxes, etc.
Mhm.
Jute stick are chopped and then make into tiles. Such
Yeah.
tiles are joined to make boxes to replace plastic crates. So this kind of wealth from waste kind of technologies are also being developed.
Yeah, yeah. There is, I think, some question from Sneha. Sneha, you can directly ask.
Sneha, you can
Yes,
directly ask the question.
yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes,
actually,
good
I
evening.
wanted to ask, ma'am, has there been any study on mixing of any of these fibers? And if yes, then what are the combination and shelf life of such packaging products that are obtained? Like
A
can we
combination of
mix?
fiber for shelf life application, shelf
No,
life.
ma'am. Like combination of fibers, and they're been converted into a packaging material, like a plate or something, or and then what are the shelf? Like how can we combine two or more fibers? Like not only
Two or
jute
more
and
fibers, yes, yes. As far as I know, jute, this kind of paper boards, they require pulping. Means intact fiber cannot be used. They have to be chopped down and then very small, beaten repeatedly so that they become pulp. For such cases, mostly cellulosic fibers are used, and any means not particular mix is required. Any fiber waste can be chopped and beaten to develop pulp, and from that pulp paper board is developed. From that, trays, crates, etc. can be formed. So fiber mixing is done, and to extend the shelf life of such boards, etc., shelf life is not a problem. They are stable.
okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. And it is a very diverse topic, actually, from food to fiber. And maybe I couldn't cover everything, but whatever query anyone is having, I will give my mail ID. Contact me. I will reach out to each and every query, if uh, to my best possible way.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, any other question? I think, Jayashree.
Yes, the audience can directly ask questions if any other questions or queries are there.
I have given my mail ID. So, for any query in this chat box, I have given my mail ID. So, for any query, you can mail me. I will give the responses.
Good, very good.
I think today's seminar, I think we will move to the next section of our seminar. I would request our MTech student, Sakshi Gupta, uh, to give the vote of thanks to our speaker. Sakshi?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, audible.
Yes.
Good evening to all my dear seniors. It gives me immense pleasure to propose vote of thanks for this 27th lecture of FCTL webinar series. I wholeheartedly thank our speaker, Dr. Sanchita Biswas ma'am, for sharing her vast knowledge from scratch, like from how she started the PhD, what was her PhD project, and what all are the natural fibers available, like coconut fiber, rami fiber, and all, with incomparable patience. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our mentor and coordinator, Professor H.N. Mishra sir, for providing us the opportunity to gather knowledge in areas of expertise of our seniors via this webinar series platform. Finally, a big thanks to all audience and all our seniors who found out time and participated enthusiastically in this webinar series to grace this session. We expect similar, in fact, more response for our coming webinar lectures. In the end, once again, thank you everyone who directly or indirectly participated and gave their valuable presence for success of this webinar.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
ji. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for your patience here. Thank you.
Thank you, Sangeeta ma'am, for giving.
My pleasure. Thank you.